feel like I'm having a little slumber party. Hello friends, my name is Jillianalysia. If you're new to this channel, honey, we do all things hair, beauty, wellness, content. We are really just trying to take it one day at a time, friend, okay? So come and join us on the ride. If you are not new, welcome back, honey. As you can tell by the title, you are here for one reason and one reason only. You need some motivation, okay? And I want to provide that for you. Skip to this part of the video, but for those of you who are kind of needing a little pick-me-up, maybe a little bit more insight into other ways that you can get that motivation and get your ass up out the bed, then keep on watching. So my fitness journey, I have been on this fitness journey, we can say off and on since like 2015. Okay, editing Jill here. I just wanted to add in that along with this being a journey, honestly a journey that probably started around middle school age, my goal has also changed. So in the beginning, I was just trying to get an ass. Like as a child, a skinny little girl, of course I wanted a little more meat on my bones. I'm sure a lot of girls out there can relate. Now my journey has kind of changed and I'm kind of at a place where I'm looking for overall wellness and health. So my diet is really heavily included in this journey. I think that's super important to take into account, right? It's like how our goals can change over this journey. You might really want to grow your back, and then halfway through your journey you kind of want to start growing your hamstrings and quads. It can change. So really just embracing, I hate this echo in here, just embracing and giving yourself grace throughout the entire process. You gotta have it. You gotta have those little times. I've always been extremely active. I have been dancing since I was 6. So the gym, working out, that kind of conditioning, I am not a stranger to. First of all, I just have to say, you don't know, you need to know, I love me some Riri. Let me lower y'all. I am so happy that I got my hands on some of her pieces in her Savage X Fenty line. This onesie I have been eyeing for quite some time, so it's great quality. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok because I'm going to be dropping a little video showing some of the pieces that I got. But either way, you know, we got to shout her out because I live in this onesie. I also wanted to come to y'all in my own comfort zone because I'm sure y'all are probably in your comfort zones as well. But we're about to get up out of those comfort zones, okay? And get back on our fitness goals. Why? Comfort, 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 comfort. I think first and foremost, it's definitely important to realize this. Motivation comes in waves, honey. I like to visualize it as a roller coaster. Sometimes you're motivated, sometimes you're not. And because of that, discipline is what is needed. Creating that routine for yourself is where it's gonna start out first. If you're somebody who's new to working out, that's great. Welcome, honey. Okay, you can definitely become a gym babe as well, but it takes time. Give yourself grace, especially if you fell off, maybe you're trying to get back on, or you're just trying to get back on completely. This is your first time, you know, beginning the gym. Either way, give yourself some grace, okay? Because life be lifing for everybody out here. It doesn't miss. And we need to take our breaks sometimes, and that's okay. We need to listen to our bodies and do what we need to do in order to be well so that we can accomplish those fitness goals. Motivation comes in waves. I am not always motivated, honey. And sometimes I really don't even make it to the gym. But I personally like to go off of the 2-day rule. The word consistency always falls in when you're talking about motivation. Consistency and discipline kind of tie in together for me. If you're consistent, you have that discipline, right? You have the discipline to stay consistent, and that is what matters. So if you don't know what the 2-day rule is, I can put an image here that I found on Instagram. Basically, you just don't miss 2 days. You have a routine set, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you go to the gym 5 days on, 2 days off. Out of those 5 days, do not miss 2 days. If you miss 2 days, it's basically like restarting your habit again. I love everything about habit building, breaking old habits, building new ones. This book in particular talks about it more in depth and really helped me formulate some habits that I want to kickstart and also ditch some habits that I was wanting to release myself from. The 2-day rule is what I like to base myself off of. With me knowing that, I already know that I am disciplined to go to the gym. I know that Going to the gym helps me. Not only is it a coping skill for me, but I genuinely like to go to the gym. I just like to be fit. I like the way that I look. I like the way that it makes me feel. And so it goes beyond a coping skill for me. So I think it's very important to figure out where the value in going to the gym lies for you. Try to find your reason why. It's gonna look different for everybody, but you have to have something that's tying you to the gym. What are you going to the gym for? Personally, I would try to make this fit you. I wouldn't go to the gym or even try to better yourself for anyone else except for you. So because that motivation comes in waves, that discipline, that consistency, you literally knowing the reason why you're going to the gym, why you're even on this journey, can also help ground you during those low times when that motivation is on the downward slope of that roller coaster. Your mindset has to shift. I had just mentioned this, but also clarifying your coping skills. We have unhealthy and healthy ones. The healthy ones are those coping skills that we do in the moment that are good for us and are going to be good for us down the line, right? Those unhealthy coping skills are those coping skills that might provide us some instant gratification, but later on down the line, they might mess with us. So clarifying your coping skills. Is the gym a coping skill for you? Is it not? Some people, the gym literally stresses you out. If you're wanting to add the gym in for personal reasons, just for health reasons, that's great. You don't have to go in there and start deadlifting. You know what I'm saying? You could just do some quick cardio and that is still hitting your goal. Also, putting into perspective what helps you cope. If it's not the gym, is it journaling? Is it reading? Is it praying? Clarifying those things can also help kickstart you back, kickstart that motivation back. What this will look like is, if you are feeling like you're wanting to get back into the swing of things, you're wanting to get back into fitness, that's great. Dive into those coping skills, right? Because chances are you're probably stressed or overwhelmed from other things going on. And so those coping skills is gonna be like an outlet for you. Like I said, the gym is like a coping skill for me. So, and I have other coping skills, of course, but when I'm in a slump, I might not always feel like going to the gym. But me knowing that the gym is going to just release me of some stress that I might be feeling motivates me, right? So let's say, for example, your biggest coping skill is journaling. Then maybe you could journal in the morning. Start journaling in the mornings. Releasing some of those thoughts or feelings that you might have might be able to clear the way for you to even have the bandwidth to say, okay, let's go to the gym today, let's do this. But when it comes to working on maintaining that discipline that we were talking before, again, clarifying those values and those morals, your reason why you're going, can help when it comes to really sticking to that routine, sticking to that goal. We all hear this all the time, but those cute workout clothes. Honestly, this doesn't help for me all the time because a lot of my wardrobe is workout clothes, but I can say it helps because of that, right? Because I wear a lot of sporty chic throughout my days, I'm usually already in my workout clothes, so I'm like, let me just go to the gym. So it can help in that sense. If you're somebody who's really into fashion as well, really investing in some cute workout sets, workout pieces, workout shoes, workout accessories is cute to me. That can definitely motivate you to get up in there, okay? Positive affirmations, honey. Positive affirmations, or your personal mantra, whatever you want to call it. These don't work for everybody. I like to add that in there, okay? But one of my personal favorite mantras is, it's not a cliche if you haven't tried it. I love to say that. I don't know where I heard it, but as soon as I heard it, I said, ooh, I have to use this in my therapy groups when I did therapy groups. But yeah, I said, oh my goodness, that's so true. Like, for example, that cliche, stop and smell the roses. Have any of y'all stopped for today and really sat in the present time, not thinking about your future, not thinking about your past, just sat in the present and was thankful for the now? Okay then. Another one of mine is, a boss doesn't procrastinate, right? Because my end goal is to be a boss, okay? A boss to me. And a boss to me doesn't put things off until the next day. They try to prioritize and get things done. So those kinds of things can kind of help me, you know, shift my mindset a little bit and get me back on track. Another favorite of mine that my mom used to tell my sisters and I is, one day at a time, one step at a time, however you want to say it. But taking everything a step or a day at a time, right? So it's the same when it comes to this fitness journey or your fitness journey. It is just that, a journey. So every day is not going to look like your most motivated day. That is okay. The biggest thing is that we keep our promises to ourselves, right? So again, doing those things like the 2-habit rule, giving ourselves grace if we do fall off, but doing things like you watching this video, honey, you're getting insight about how to get back up and get going. That's helpful as well. So give yourself that grace, girl. So this next one, changing up your fitness routine. Whoo, now these are for my girlies. Oh, it's hot as hell. Changing up your fitness routine. So this is for my girlies who have already created like their fitness split or their workout split. Here's a little video of my workout split. This was my old one. I still like it. Like, I'll definitely still follow through with it, but it was getting a little boring to me. And I switched it up and I actually ended up doing a glute challenge with this fitness trainer that I follow. It was great. It went great. It gave me some new workouts. That helped motivate me as well. So writing out your workouts, planning ahead of time what workouts you're going to be doing and what you want to even target, right? All of that kind of goes into what I was talking about before, about making it clear. What do you want to get out of this journey? Are you doing it to target just your full body or just overall health? Maybe your diet is what you're really wanting to focus on and doing some light cardio just to maintain. What is it that you're wanting, right? And planning ahead of time the workouts. You'll go in there not even having to think about it twice. And in this day and age, honey, in this day and age, I wish all of the media that we're consuming now was so readily available back when I was trying to grow an ass in like middle school. Thankfully it's not, because I just accepted that I have to grow up for me to get that ass. In this day and age, we have so many resources to so many exercises and ways to achieve things. With that, it's very hard to figure out what to listen to just because there's so much information. You want to make sure that the information is credible, it's coming from a credible source. Me, I'm gonna let you know, okay friends? When I was in school, there was a point where I was a kinesiology major, so I did have quite a few classes based on nutrition, physical fitness, exercise, things like that. And again, this has always been an interest of mine. So I have some pretty extensive background on form and just things to prevent injury, as well as some dietary things like nutrition wise. Okay, the knowledge is there, honey. So I'm gonna share what I know, and of course I'm gonna share what I learned along the way, because I personally only like to look at and gain inspiration from people who are actually credible to give that information. And I'm always going to encourage that, because y'all can't be out here listening to just anybody on the internet, okay? The next tip is your workout playlist. That is a super great tip if you are really connected to music. If music is a huge motivator for you, this tip may really help you. This might be the tip you want to go through first. So creating a workout playlist, what gets you up, what gets your blood pumping. Curate your playlist to yourself. What songs motivate you to just get up and be active or get to this money or something? You know what I'm saying? Form that playlist and listen to that playlist in the morning, maybe to start your day, to get you kind of in the mindset like, oh, you know, I'm finna go to the gym today. Like, I'm finna like moving. I'm finna like moving my body. If you're somebody who's a beginner, then this is still great for you. Form that playlist. You can still listen to it with the mindset of, this is my workout playlist. If you're somebody who isn't new to this, you're true to this, and you have a workout playlist, certain songs can remind you. Y'all know that certain song that you put on to squat to. I know I have a few songs that I put on when I'm about to get into a really heavy set that I know I need some motivation through. I personally like to listen to trap music, so I'll put on some G Herbo, like Don't Play With Me, Don't Play With It, Don't Play With It, Don't Play With It, Don't Play With It. Put on Lola Brooke to get me through those sets. So definitely curate your workout playlist. The next tip is finding ways to make working out fun for you. So again, individualize this journey for yourself. Your journey does not have to look like everybody else's freaking journey out here on the internet, okay? Make it so that it's fun for you. Maybe that's getting a workout partner that you guys hold each other accountable. If you have the means, maybe that's setting up your own home workout gym so that you're working out in the comfort, so that you're my goodness! So that you're working out in the comfort of your own home. They have so many YouTubers out here that do home workouts, like strictly home workouts, still getting the same results. I have videos on my channel when I did the Chloe Ting challenge. Her home workouts definitely helped me. I definitely saw some inches grow in my hip area, but I have all those videos speaking to that. So there are resources out there if you can't physically get to a gym. This is not just a lifestyle change, it's very heavily a mindset change. And showing up for yourself is going to look different for everybody, but keeping those promises to yourself definitely not only add to your self-esteem and make yourself feel good, but it adds to that motivation. So going off again, how this isn't just a lifestyle change, it's a mindset change. Showing up for yourself, adding into that self-esteem. You have to take your environment into consideration. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when I was in my old apartment, there was no motivation, little to no motivation. Mainly because there wasn't a lot of sunlight peeking through. I personally didn't even really like the apartment, so I just got unmotivated. I stopped decorating. I stopped really doing much of anything in that apartment to make it my own. And so that had a lot to do with how I felt a lot of the time. I just had to get out. Taking your environment into consideration. Is your place cluttered? Like, can you even think in a space like that? Do you even have the bandwidth to think about going to the gym? All of those things really do take a toll on ultimately your emotions and maybe that motivation to even get up and go to the gym. The last thing I want to say to try to help you all get a little bit more motivated, get out of this fitness slump, is that it is a journey. If you're not seeing results, do not get discouraged. You're not going to see results after one day of doing a really heavy workout. Please, somebody. You might be sore, but you're not going to see some super huge results. Social media has made it a little hard. A lot of people are showing their transformations and it feels like these things are happening so quickly for them. But at least with physical fitness, your diet has a huge part to play in it. Again, that consistency, not only with the workouts that you're doing, but you have to make sure that you're doing the workouts correctly. You're doing the right amount of reps, sets, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot that goes into it, right? And that can be overwhelming. That's why I said, again, give yourself that grace. If you're a beginner, seek out that help if you need it. But you have to trust the process, right? It is a process, literally. I have videos on my channel, y'all. Like, I know somebody's out there like, damn, Jillian has been trying to grow her ass for years. And you know what? I have. And I definitely did grow it at one point when I was taking Apetamin, but I will never recommend Apetamin ever again. But I'm glad that I tried it because, honey, my ass was sitting and I know that it can sit. I also want to make sure that I'm super healthy with it in the process, that my body is okay and my health is the top priority first and foremost, not just the way that I look. Take your progress pictures, and they don't have to be in a way to where you feel pressured because, oh, you're gonna have to show your progress picture. Take your progress pictures for yourself. I have so many in my phone, like just stored up, that I just look at for my own motivation, and take them in a way that you can actually see. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pose a certain way. Be honest with yourself and with your process. And I think another big one that kind of ties into the whole environment thing is set yourself up for success. Setting out your workout clothes maybe the night prior, setting an alarm, literally planning, like we talked about, planning your workouts, planning when you're gonna work out, your workout split, maybe making your supplements visible, right? Just being prepared, however that looks for you. And y'all, this stuff takes time. If you didn't tune into the only video I dropped in 2022 and didn't come back until later on in the year, in that video I showed you guys different notebooks that I had for like my finances, my physical fitness, my brand that I want to build, and they're not blank, honey, okay? That physical fitness one, I have in there my stats, like how many calories I should take to reach my goal, how much protein, like down to the nitty-gritty, honey, okay? And that took time and research that I had to sit and plan out. But then I was able to confidently go into the gym and still execute every time. I'm actually gonna go tonight. All right, friends, so by now I know you're feeling ready. I know you're feeling ready. I know you're feeling ready to get up out there, okay? So go ahead and keep on watching, okay? Don't go nowhere. I'm about to show y'all a workout that I like to do when I get back from a slump, okay? I personally like to do full body just because if I haven't worked my body for a while, I would just prefer to go in there and kind of target everything. That's just me. That might be too much for some people, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to go in there and do some legs, you just want to go in there and do some arms, that's cool. But me, I definitely focused on cardio, core, upper body and lower body. Just like one exercise for each, really. So it's really not a super intense workout, but I will tell you it was a little challenging, which shows me that I have regressed a little bit. I've gone back a little bit from where I was at in my journey, but I'm not mad at it, right? I can't make myself mad at it just because I've done this so many times. Don't be afraid of regressing after you might have achieved so much with fitness, right? Allow that to push you. Like, at least I know I can make it to that point, and we gonna make it again, okay? So if you try out this workout that y'all are about to see, y'all, go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna show it or not, so just make sure that you stretch before and after, warm up, cool down. Y'all already know, just to avoid any injury throughout. I love y'all so much. Without further ado, let's get on into the workout.
Before well, I'm a member. Yeah. Leave a art cold like December. What? 4-5 on me in September. What? AK knocking down trees like timber. Get your baby mom before we bend her. 21. Hit the windshield, not the fender. 21. Giving out smoke, my agenda. 21. Throw the white flag, they surrender. Pussy. All black tux, I'm a bitch man. Pussy. Me and I still shaking killer's hand. Whoa. Take the plug off in the middle, man. Whoa. Spray the whole block, I don't give a damn. Whoa. Fucking nigga, bitch, I'm a gentleman. 21, your bitch, know I been a man. 21. Playing with the rock like I'm Jigga Man. Gotta look a nigga in the eyes when you kill a man. Glock in my lap, every wow, scrap. Most these rappers, cow. I ain't giving doubt. Glenwood to the flat. Used to rob the trap. Money top, shack. Chopper bullet, splat. Chuck E. Cheese, rack. We get rolled, whack. Way too many stuffers. I can't hold it back. Body full of scars. Face full of tats. You pray on your knees. I pray to my scraps. Say you want smoke, but the fire come with it. Money on your head, nigga, will come get it. New Caltech, put a Honda in it. Apartment so sweet, throw a 100 bun in it. Keep it in the street, I ain't doing no squilling. I don't ever put women in my business. Full-time rap, I ain't doing no drilling. Whoa, whoa. I can make an M in my sleep, straight up. 17 breaking out a P. Oh God, 18 start selling hard with a little B. $100 3-5 a whip from D. Ride down Glenwood, tank on E. All about the money, I ain't never smoke weed. Cool young niggas still take your cheese. Pussy, not mine, this bitch for us. The gang is what I trust. Straight up, don't argue, we don't fuss. Straight up, no talking, he get touched. Straight up, I can't smoke my art, cause all my arts is dust. Pussy, you think he the battery? We call him Elon Musk. Pussy.
So what y'all think? What y'all think? So yes, I hope y'all enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try it out for yourself. If you don't have weights at home, be creative. You know what I'm saying? I have used all kinds of things. Use your brother, your sister, nephews, nieces if you need to. You know what I'm saying? I have definitely used my nephew to do my squats before. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all already know what to do. Post notification. What else? Subscribe. But with all that being said, stay blessed and stay sweet.